We identified the victim as 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis from Schuylerville, New York, at the Cemetery Road location. In talking to the other subjects that were there at Cemetery Road in the same vehicle with Kaylin, they indicated that they had been looking for a friend's house in the Patterson Hill Road area and had gone to the scene where we had the report of shots fired. They had gone to the scene in error. They were looking for a friend's house, as I said, and unfortunately they drove up this driveway. While they were leaving the residence, once they determined that they were at the wrong house, a subject came out on his porch for whatever reason and fired 2 shots, one of which struck the vehicle that Kaylin was in.
This week it started with not only the story of 16-year-old Ralph Yarl being shot in the head for ringing a violent man's doorbell, but 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis being shot and killed for the fatal mistake of looking for a friend's house and accidentally driving up the wrong driveway. From Kansas City, Missouri to upstate New York, homeowners with itchy fingers, lots of guns, and an extreme fear are firing at innocent victims. We're told our gun violence is due to mental health issues and a lack of Jesus. But at the same time, we're hearing this from political leaders.
I would encourage your residents in the great state of Texas and my county to defend yourself. Defend yourself. You are given that God-given right. And that means pulling out a weapon and put 2 at center mass. You'll reduce recidivism, won't you? And you won't have a repeat offender.
And presidential contenders endorsing messages like this.
Trump promised NRA members he'd have their back. But when Second Amendment rights came under attack, Trump abandoned us and stood with liberal Democrats.
Our side. You guys, half of you are so afraid of the NRA. We have to fight them every once in a while. That's okay.
Some of you people are petrified of the NRA.
That is why I have called for red flag laws.
Trump cut and run like a coward. Trump the gun grabber.
And pundits saying things like this.
Having an armed citizenry comes with a price. And that is part of liberty.
Wow.
Driving comes with a price. 50,000 people die on the road every year. Wow. So we need to be very clear that you're not going to get gun deaths to 0. It will not happen. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. Wow. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
Aren't you proud to live in the greatest country on earth? That is, until you die from living in the greatest country on earth. It's the American way. The message is very clear. But are we listening?